Hi everyone, this is Killshot99 Gaming. This is Fear the Walking Living, Season 5, Episode 12. It's Fear the Walking Living because nobody ever dies on this television show. We're going to talk about tonight's episode. Before we get started, I do want to give a special shout out to all the Patreons. Thank you so much, Patreons, for everything that you guys do. We got some stuff to talk about. Not all of it is going to be pleasant, so just hold tight. I'm not going to completely go thumbs down Siskel and Ebert, but I'm concerned. I needed something bigger than what I got tonight, and we're going to talk about that. So, Valar in the house, Super Chat, and Hello 99 Army, Kill Step, Emmy Kell, Sweet Tommy, sponsors, Patreons, channel members, and all Super Chatters. You guys know if I go too negative on the show or too critical, every other YouTuber out there is going to say it was the best thing ever, because I don't know. Maybe I just don't see it the same way. I'm going to ask you guys before I get into it. All right, from a 1 to a 10, everybody, right here, right now, give me your score. Don't hold back. Let's just be honest. Talk about what it is this week. So, Roxanne says my ratings, meh. Oh, Natalie coming in low. Joey the Gator, 7, 6.5, 5. There's a 9. Maria. Walani liked it a lot. 9. Wow. I'm going to give it the same thing that I gave it during the week. I'm going to give it a 6. I started out with a 6. I'm not going to deviate from that. I gotta ask this because this happened a couple times. In a zombie apocalypse, where is the safest possible place you can be? Anybody that gets this right is going to get the first kills coin of the entire week used for Freestyle Friday. Where, you guys know probably where I'm going with this. If you can tell me where the safest place in a zombie apocalypse is, not a church, not up high, not Mount Everest. A supermarket, a bunker. There it is. Ellis Smith Jr., the first person to get it right. The safest place in a zombie apocalypse is on the roof of a car. I don't know what it is about cars that scare zombies away, but these cars are only about 5 feet across, and the arms of a walker. Rick and Michonne were on the top of a car. Zombies couldn't get to them. The walkers couldn't get to him. Morgan was on the top of a car. They couldn't get to him. John and June were on top of that car for at least 10 minutes, and not one time did they reach over, grab their ankle, and they were casual about it. Just bam, bam. But yeah, if there would have been a car inside the stadium, Madison could have got on top of the car, and she'd have been fine. So that probably is, if you go back and watch it 2 or 3 times, yeah, I agree, Crystal. They weren't hungry at all. Thumbs up for the stream. This has been played before. So we've got tonight's episode. There were 4 things that concerned me. 1, Charlie was annoying, rebellious Carl when Carl was annoying and rebellious. Callback number 1. Carl was great at times, but there were times that Carl was just a little too overboard, and that was Charlie tonight. So there was 1. Number 2, Dwight and Sarah were a callback to Dale on top of the RV. Number 3, Rabbi Jake, Father G. So there wasn't a lot in tonight's episode that was original. So I'm going to ask you guys, what would you have liked to seen in tonight's episode? Now, the fact that we had a rabbi, now that was original. I'll give them that. But the story was not, it's been done. First rabbi, I give you that. That was a different angle. So certainly I would give it points. Something to move the story along. And at some point, we got to have the standoff. I mean, they're driving around wasting gas, and they just got outsmarted because now Logan, has them outnumbered. Villar says, why did Charlie ask what happened when the ladder fell and she clearly saw it? I like Rabbi Jake. Charlie turns around and says, how many bullets you have? He goes, I'm not using them, not on them. It's like, no. They came back to help you. They waste their time. They bring you a car battery, and you're not using your bullets. But he did go down and make some music to pull the walkers away. So he's got these car batteries for the lights. Is it just me, or would some of you take these car batteries and find a cliff and push the car down to the bottom of the cliff and blow the horn or the radio like they did in The Walking Dead and just pull all the walkers for miles? If Morgan and Alicia and all of them want to help people, instead of driving around giving them food, use the walkie-talkies and just have this network of noise to just bring all the walkers to one central. Maybe a fire. I don't know. A pit of spikes. Something to start to get rid of some of these. All right. We are going to do a complete recap tomorrow. These are first reactions. So we certainly could find things in here that could change our mind. But a lot of times, Fear the Walking Dead, they have some kind of clever, creative little angles. Tonight was one of the first episodes, though. I didn't see that. I didn't see kind of the carrot to sort of get you chasing a little bit more and a little bit more. Now, I will say this. When they got to the top of the car, am I the only one that was hoping that John would just jump over? There were about 10 walkers surrounding the car at first. And John had a couple bullets. Why not just leapfrog over a couple and shoot the gun up in the air and get them to follow you? I think it would be, you'd give yourself a much better chance to hurdle some walkers than the conversation was yeah, San Antonio split times 6. It's true. Just jump. Don't stand there and say, hey, Looks like the end of the line for us. Well, yeah, it's kind of my fault, John. I've been kind of pushing too hard. Oh, don't blame yourself, June. It's okay. Just jump and run. Don't stand there. They're not even looking down at their feet either. He was like making eye contact with her. If I'm on top of the roof of a car and there's 20, 30, 40 walkers, and it only takes one to have long arms, like longer than normal arms, that's going to be the one to grab you. But I'm certainly going to be looking at that one, not, looking at June having a conversation. All right, we got Valar super chatting. One more. That horn was blowing when his mouth wasn't on it. You know what, Valar? I wasn't going to watch the playback, but now you just gave me a reason to watch the playback. Ratings just went up. All right. Hey, really quickly, we got a lot of people watching. We're going to have fun with it. It wasn't the best, but I mean, we can certainly have some good dialogue. Tomorrow night, we're going to get into some of The Walking Dead, but we'll do a little bit more recap tonight. I just want to get your reactions in this video. We're going to be here a little bit longer. we're not shutting it down just yet. We gotta find something. I think there was some interest in this, but I don't know. Maybe they just want to make us laugh. Do me a favor, everybody. Number one, yes, absolutely hit the like button. But can we give a shout out to our brand new super fan of the month? Our very own. She does a phenomenal job. She goes to Comic-Cons, sends me top secret information. Can I get the emoji up there for the one, the only Walking Dead nerd? She is our September super fan of the month. Brand new emoji up there. You can see the nerd emoji. There it is, right there. So, and if she's not here, certainly she'll get a chance to watch the playback. See, Phyllis9654. That is my thought exactly. After tonight's episode, I really, really miss The Walking Dead. And even the teaser. But, I mean, The Walking Dead is super serious. And I'm still trying to get how they value death on Fear the Walking Dead. I don't think they do. We know they're up to 36. They made it a point to tell us tonight. Group of 36. I didn't like the Charlie running away storyline. $37, but I mean, Charlie certainly has a strong point of view. So if she has a strong point of view, why not just have those arguments beforehand? Say, look, you guys go on ahead. I'm going to try to find us another place. But she ran away. She's been sleeping in cars. Yeah, I started with a 6 during the week. I did say I thought the bar was a little low. And look, no offense. Some people here gave it a 9. I'm totally cool with that. I mean, but there's certainly a difference of opinion in this one. I like the Wes episode. Once again, gonna ask this question. How many people would have rather seen a little bit more Wes written into the story tonight and a little less of Charlie. And if you agree, can I just get like a hashtag Wes? I mean, they give us a good character, but they're just not giving us enough of that good character. Where are all the Wes fans? All right, so I have to ask this question. Very serious question. Let me give everybody a chance to sort of, and look, I am not the person, it's not my right to call for anyone's job. But I'm going to say this. Scott Gimple got a lot of flack with The Walking Dead. This season, there have been 4 really, really, really bad Fear the Walking Dead episodes. Just curious, why is Andrew Chambliss and Ian Goldberg not getting the same type of shade, the same type of venom that Scott Gimple gets? That's just a serious question for me. I'm not saying the showrunners should be fired. I'm just saying week in and week out, we give them a script, right? I mean, we're here saying, wow, it'd be so good if they did this. They got Wes there, and Wes is actually, they got Wes, they got Dwighty Boy, they got Morgan crossing over, and they still can't do it. And Chris Reinig, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Chris Reinig said they're placing their whole bet on the finale. No doubt about it. I think 15 and 16 are going to be good. The best episodes, though, look at what they've had so far. The introduction of Dwight, and it had some humor to it, so that was good. Wes, very good. CRM, very good. So, Ellis, and I want to get a couple of your comments in this. Season 3, after the episode with the dam and the water, I almost stopped watching. We stopped talking about it. I don't know what episode it was. It was like 12 or 13. It was somewhere near the end. And we've been doing a weekly conversation. And it was just a whole bunch of nothing. Just a big circle and no story. And I got with the mods, and some of the viewers said, look, we're going to hold off on talking about Fear the Walking Dead. Last season, I had a great time. Like with John being introduced and with Morgan coming over, great time. And I thought it caught some good momentum this season. You know, with some of the rumors and stories that were out there. And this season has had 3 or 4 good episodes, but I'm concerned. And it's not because I have to have a villain, although I would want a villain. Let me kind of ask this question. Maybe you guys can help me out. Is Logan supposed to be a funny man, or was he supposed to be a villain and they just can't get the story across? They just can't make it happen. I don't know the answer to that question. And I think that's what bothers me the most is like, I know Alpha is a villain. I know Eugene is sarcastic. I know Negan used to be a villain and he's on the fence, right? I don't know what Logan is. But I felt like he was supposed to be this, this person and they're botching it. I'm going to tell you why they're botching it. Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago? Remember Morgan and Al and the roadblock? Okay, Morgan walked right up to Logan. They had 4 people there armed. 2 people. Morgan walks right up in his face, slams him up against the truck. Right? They were outnumbered. There were 2 of them. Nothing happened. But Sarah and Dwight are on top of the truck, and we need a SWAT team. Dick Brigade's back. Pack it up. And they run. What are you running from? Logan hasn't killed anybody. He shot up a bike. Morgan almost kicked his ass by himself, but yet you pack up 36 people, well, 33 because Charlie ran off, maybe 30 because we don't know where some of the people are, but anyway, you get the point. There's 30 of them there. And they leave all their tents, all their lounge chairs, everything else to run from Logan. Why not just say, hey, Logan, come up here, grab a beer. You ain't killing nobody. Haven't we told you before you're not getting the fuel? They run until they run out of gas. And I'm going to add insult to injury. Why did Logan need to drive him far away? They were sleeping for 12 hours. So instead of, driving 3 pickup trucks up there and make an old convoy of people pack up and leave so they can get further away from the quarry, why didn't they just go to the quarry and not tell them? And I got question number 3. Was Logan afraid that they were going to come to the quarry? Obviously not, because every time Logan comes, they run in the other direction. So it almost feels like, all right, well, if Logan comes after you, you got to run. But if you go after Logan, Logan's got to run. I'm very confused by this. Now, I like me some Wes, but honestly, if you weren't going to bring Wes back, they probably should have just shot Wes. And at least at that point, if they would have shot Wes, I would have said, whoa, Logan's a pretty vicious dude. But he didn't. And they didn't shoot Morgan in the back. So here's my question. What if Negan would have been standing there and Logan must not really want this fuel? I mean, could Logan not have said, all right, shoot Morgan in the knee and shoot Al in the knee, and then let's get on the radio and say, you've got 10 minutes to tell us exactly where our fuel is, and then you can come pick up Al and Morgan. That probably would have saved us about 2 episodes of chasing each other. Yeah, right, D-Train? D-Train says Negan would have killed one. Now, look, I know Logan is not even a drop in the bucket. I know he's not Negan, and they're clearly not trying to make him Negan. So I understand it. I just don't know what they're trying to make him. Grimes on the radio. I don't know about being the showrunner. All I'm saying is I know what we like as fans, and I know what we dislike. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, talking about it and criticizing is not trying to write the show for them. So I don't want that to be misunderstood. All I'm saying is if we see a character that we like, the showrunners and the writers have to know that. They view this. They talk about it. They know what the fans are going to gravitate toward. I just don't know how they could have watched this episode and thought this is something that would resonate with the audience. No, I mean, from what I've seen in our audience, we talk about it every week. I haven't had a lot of people come back and say, hey, it's so bad, we're going to stop watching it. That's not the point. We're fans. We're going to watch it. But even as fans of the show, I agree. Last season was much better. And I thought last season was a good platform that they could build on that. So Jesus Marin says Logan's character, I don't think Logan's character is good. I would disagree with that. I mean, I respect your opinion. I just don't agree with it because so far I've seen nothing good about Logan's character. He's very inconsistent. They spend more time threatening and driving and running around in circles. He's already had to walk. I mean, I don't know about you, but if they abandoned me and I had to walk like as far as he did, so far that he ruined his own boots, I'd be a little bit upset. So I got a question for the group. What was the action highlight of tonight's show? And when I call this out, and promise this is not a rant, and we will talk about this further tomorrow. What was the action highlight? Okay. I knew you guys were going to say that. We waited all week long to watch The Walking Dead on a Sunday night. We talk about it all week long. We do reaction videos. And this is a multi-million dollar franchise. And you're telling me the highlight of the evening was two people on a ladder going from car. Let me say that again. Let me say this one more time. Would you pay $15 for a movie ticket to go see this? The highlight of the evening on a show about the undead and special effects and walkers was June and John disassembling a ladder and going car to car. That was it. If this was Indiana Jones, there would not have been a sequel. If this is the second most popular show on AMC, and the best they could do for us tonight was have June and John go from car to car on a ladder. That was 10 minutes of tonight's episode. So, now do you guys understand why Chris Hardwick did not want to talk about the show until the end of the season? I mean, they do some good stuff on The Walking Dead. And they show like behind the scenes, and today we have this walker, he's submerged in water, and we had the special effects, and Greg Nicotero did this and did that. Could you imagine if Talking Dead was on tonight and they had Ian Goldberg and Andrew Chambliss on the show, and he said, Andrew, I'm really curious, what was the inspiration, what was the motivation tonight behind the ladder scene? Well, we've been thinking about this for some time, and we were walking by and we saw a ladder up, and we thought, hey, this is terrible. This is terrible. Come on. There's no motivation to a ladder scene. I'm disappointed. Now, next week, we keep saying it, right? Next week's going to get better next week. Next week looks like we got a gunfight, and we got some oil on fire, and some walkers on fire, and something happening next week. I just hope it's not 45 minutes of this, and then the last 5 minutes is a gunfight. And I'm sorry, I got to call it out like that, but yeah, I mean, the Charlie running away was tired. The June talking to Charlie like she's her mother was tired. I guess there was slight curiosity as we got the circle of death. You know what? I might have been too negative. Are you guys back? Maybe I got too negative with the show. I think it always happens, right? When we have critical videos, I'm pretty sure the circle of death is a part of. If you give Fear the Walking Dead below a 6, you get the circle of death. I did. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, we're probably at a good spot anyway. And I don't know what's going on with YouTube tonight. So, look, everybody, it's a little bit laggy tonight. Let's wind this thing down. We're still huge Walking Dead fans. This is going to be a very negative reaction video. I started average, and then I saw some of your comments. We're being truthful tonight. Do me a favor, though. If you like what we do, we're talking Walking Dead all week long. So give this video a thumbs up. If you like our forum, if you like our group, our feedback. How many people thought Play Dead Live had a little bit more action in it this week than Fear the Walking Dead? I'm just saying, our real-life interaction, a lot going on. So if you guys missed it, get a chance to go back and watch the playback. Let me tell you guys a little bit of what's going on. Tomorrow is Labor Day, but tomorrow night we will be doing a stream. We are going to do a complete breakdown of this episode, and we will have some other Walking Dead topics. We're going to have some fun with it tomorrow as well, just like we did tonight in the reaction video. Tuesday night, there is no Random Things, so we are going to get back into the Walking Dead universe. Random Things will take a break for a few weeks. And then we'll be back on Thursday as well. So Thursday night, we'll do our bold predictions for next week. And then Freestyle Friday, we have been doing random topics, but also adding a little bit of our game, Play Dead Live. So if you want to kind of be prepared for it, go back and watch last Friday's stream. It'll give you all the details, and you'll see a little bit of what goes into that. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for being here. Sometimes honesty is a little bit tough. But, tonight's episode, the good thing about tonight's episode is that we're moving forward to episode number 13. And 13, 14, 4 more episodes, I think that they're going to get it right at some point. Like a couple of our viewers said a little bit earlier, maybe they're saving all the action, the adventure, the death for 15 and 16. You guys have a great night. I'll see everybody here tomorrow night at 9:30. Enjoy your cookouts. Enjoy the pool. Enjoy everything on Labor Day. Hopefully you guys have a happy Labor Day. And I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night. Peace.